Friends, as part of my video lecture series, today I would like to explain the concept of public document and private document. Let us see the concept of public document as under Section 74 of Indian Evidence Act. According to Section 74, the following documents are public documents. Documents forming the acts or records of acts of sovereign authorities. The documents forming the acts or records of acts of the official bodies and tribunals. The documents forming acts or records of acts of public officers connected to legislature, executive and judiciary of India. Documents forming acts or records of acts of public officers connected to legislature, executive or judiciary of foreign country. Public records kept in any state of private documents. These are the 5 categories. The first category is documents forming the acts or records of acts of the sovereign authorities like the parliament and the legislatures of concerned state governments. Here every act, that is the legislation made by the parliament, is a public document. The legislation made by the the assembly, the state legislature, is a public document according to the first category. According to the second category, documents forming the acts or records of acts of official bodies and tribunals. The acts, guidelines, the records of acts issued by Reserve Bank of India is a public document. Issued by a tribunal, labor tribunal, is a public document. Issued by the acts or records of acts issued by an administrative tribunal, a labor tribunal, are known as the public documents according to the second category. According to the third category, the documents forming the acts or records of acts of public officers connected to legislature, executive or judiciary of India. Here the acts or ordinances issued by the public officers connected to the legislature like the parliament, the state assemblies, the executive issued by the acts or records of acts like the ordinances issued by district magistrate, that is district collector, or executive magistrate, that is tahsildar, the guidelines issued by a judge, the judges of high court and supreme courts, are also known as the public document according to the third form. The fourth form is documents forming acts or records of acts of public officers connected to legislature, executive or judiciary of a foreign country. In the same way, the public officers who are connected with the legislature, executive or judiciary of a foreign country, if they issue any act or records of acts, that is also treated as a public document according to Section 74. The fifth category is public records kept in any state of private documents is also known as the public document. The birth and death register according to the fifth category is a public document. Though it is a private document related to the birth or death of a person, but it is kept in public records by the state, by the government itself. Hence it is known as a public document. In 2006, volume 5, SCC, page number 584, the apex court held that the register of births and deaths is a public document. The same decision was also held by the apex court in long back, that was reported in All India Reporter 1970, Mysore, page number 305. The Hindu marriage register is a public document. Record of Waqf board, the record of a Waqf board is a public document. Certified copy of annual returns of a company is a public document. It was held by Supreme Court in All India it was reported in All India Reporter 2012, SC, page number 31. Records of nationalized banks is a public document. It was held in Sri Keshava Gupta versus Coal India Limited. In this case, it was held that records of nationalized banks is a public document. First information report, that is FIR, is a public document. It was held in 1998 Criminal Law Journal, page number 2878. A statement under 161 CRPC is a public document. A charge sheet under section 173 of CRPC is a public document. A confession statement recorded by the magistrate under section 164 of CRPC is a public document. A record of information under section 145 of CRPC is a public document. A notice under section 106 of CRPC is a public document. A sanction, that is a permission to prosecute, is a public document. A compromise petition between the parties is a public document. A judgment of a court is a public document. Ballot paper used in elections is a public document. Electoral rolls used for elections is a public document. The census report of the population of the nation is the public document. The income tax returns of an assessee is a public document according to section 74. The High Courts and the Supreme Court held these documents as public documents in various cases. The second category is private document. It is explained under section 75 of India. According to section 75, all other documents which are not covered under section 74 are known as private documents. Except these five categories, all other documents are known as private documents according to section 75 of Indian Evidence Act. According to section 65E, all public documents are admissible in evidence under section 65E. A duly certified copy of a public document is admissible in evidence according to section 76 and 77. Here, the certified copy of a public document is defined as: it must be issued by a public officer having the custody of public document. It must be issued on demand and on payment of a legal fee. He must give a copy with a certificate written at the foot of such document, of such copy of the document as true copy, and it must be dated and subscribed with the public officer's name and his official title, and it must be affixed with a seal. This is the certified copy of a public document according to section 76 of Indian Evidence Act. Friends, this is about the concept of public document and private document as enumerated under sections 74 to 78 of Indian Evidence Act.